to my mat. This is going to be a little low and slow, just to kind of touch base and recharge. So I'll have you come onto your mat in a comfortable seated position. Suss around, make sure that you can feel both sit bones connect down equally. And then I always like to place my hands next to the hips onto the ground, push back so the crown of the head comes up high towards the sky, and just settle the scapulas down along the spine. Slowly close your eyes or find a soft gaze in front of you. And then we'll take 3 breaths together to come into this practice. So take a transitional breath here. And then take a nice big inhale in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale. And then our last collective breath together. Inhale in. And exhale. If you're needing a little extra grounding, leave your palms connected onto the earth, but maybe if you're ready, you can place the palms comfortably in your lap. And I want you to bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth, so that there's some space in between the back teeth. Bring the attention to the tip of the nose. And see if you can have some softness in the shoulders. And I just want you to notice how the body moves as you take the breath in through the nose. And then just notice any release on the exhale. Can you give yourself a few more cycles of breath, just practicing this, noticing how the body moves on the inhale. And anything that releases on the exhale. To create a little more awareness, see if you can create length on the inhale, allowing the body to expand and elongate. And as you exhale, see if you can release the body as an anchor into the mat, creating a connection to the space. And then if your palms are still connected onto the ground, allow them to connect onto the thighs. And then just place the palms comfortably on top of the thighs. Think weight of a nickel here. And in these next few cycles of breath, I want you to feel each finger, the palm, different parts of the heel of the hand connect onto the thigh. And see if you can find this nice balance where it's this light touch and it's not too heavy. Give yourself 3 deep cycles of breath with this connection. Two more. Last breath. And then as you inhale, keep the same weight on the thighs. Gently pull the sternum forward and draw a line up with the nose, tilting the pelvis ever so gently to give yourself a seated cow pose. Bringing the scapulas back, maybe squeezing them closer to the spine. Take another cycle of breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the chin into the chest as you round the scapulas away from the spine. Tilt the pelvis back, bring the belly button close to the spine for a seated cat pose. And once again, notice if the weight has shifted on the palms connecting onto the thighs. As you inhale, find your cow, looking on up. And as you exhale, find the cat. And I want you to flow here at the pace of your own breath, finding the cow on the inhale. And the seated cat as you exhale. Noticing how the body moves and being mindful that you aren't pressing too much weight into the palms, that you're really allowing this movement to come from the spine. Taking 3 more full cycles here. Two more. Last one. And then bring the spine to neutral. Okay. Bring the bottoms of the feet together like a book. And I want you to do the same thing. Either hang on, grab a hold of the ankles or the bottom of the feet using the same pressure and technique. Okay. And then as you inhale, I want you to hinge forward. And exhale, fold deeply here. Inhale, bring yourself up. Fold on the exhale. Inhale, draw yourself up. Fold on the exhale. And then slowly start making some pelvic circles. So start leaning over towards the, well, you pick. Lean over in whatever direction feels comfortable for you. And just make some pelvic rolls here. Once again, allowing the movement to come more from the spine and not using the weight of the palms to bring you forward or over from one side or another. And then the next time you find yourself over the feet, maybe take a breath, readjust, maybe notice the weight that you're placing onto the legs, and then slowly reverse direction. And then find yourself over the feet. Take a nice big breath here. And then with the sit bones rooted down, draw yourself up on the inhale. And bring the feet flat, the knees up as you exhale. Hugging the knees into the chest. Coming up nice and tall. Okay, and then extend the legs long in front of you. All right, with the heels planted and the toes up, place the palms next to the hips. On your inhale, point the toes forward. Sit up nice and tall here and keep pointing the toes forward, activating the front line of the legs. Now be mindful that you're not dumping the weight onto the wrist and that you're sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you allow the hands to hover. Keep pointing the toes forward. And then as you take your next inhale, bring the toes up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bring the toes towards the face. Try to keep the second toe in line with the knee. For some of us, it's difficult because there's been many injuries to different joints. But keep the toes pointing towards the face. Second toe best in line with the knee as possible. Push out through the heels, bring the toes towards the face, keep the breath. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, point the toes forward. And as you exhale, bring the toes back. We'll do that 4 more times, toes forward on the inhale, towards the face on the exhale. 3 more, toe forward on the inhale, towards the face on the exhale. 2 more, forward, towards the face. Last one, toes forward, and then towards the face. And then just allow the ankles to make some nice circles, one direction. Don't be picky. See if you can make your circles a little bit bigger. Then maybe a little smaller. And then reverse direction. And then, you know, same thing here. Circles can be big or little. Okay. And then we just move the legs up and down, side to side. Awesome. All right. Heels plant, toes up, reach the arms up high towards the sky as you inhale, fingers spread nice and wide. Crown of the head reaches up high towards the sky. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. One more big breath here. All right, as you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, reach past the toes and fold forward. Allow the hands to rest wherever is comfortable. Let them connect onto the legs, shins, or toes. Push out through the heels, crown of the head reaches forward here. Really let the sit bones root into the mat. Scapula slide down and away from the ears. Give yourself 2 more deep cycles of breath. One more breath here. And then allow the hands to slide up the legs as if you were doing a halfway lift. Fold forward. And then bring the arms forward and then slowly inhale, reach the arms back up high towards the sky, fingers spread nice and wide, and then let the palms touch back down to the ground as you exhale. Think weight of a nickel here. Crown of the head reaches high, sit bones are rooted down, you're pushing out through the heels, toes are up. All right, reach the arms up high towards the sky as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Let them slide up the legs on the inhale, keeping nice engaged legs. And then deepen your seated forward fold as you exhale. Let the arms reach forward as you reach your arms up high towards the sky on the inhale. And then down towards the side as you exhale, fingertips touch the ground. All right, last time, reach the arms up high towards the sky as you inhale. Your seated forward fold as you exhale. Let the hands slide up your strong legs on the inhale. And then your seated forward fold as you exhale. Reach the arms up high towards the sky. And then bring the hands down to the side. And just stay here for a beat. Okay, bring the legs out to the side and then bring yourself into a tabletop pose. If you have any other transitions that works for you, please be welcome to it. All right. Now you did a seated cat-cow. I would like you to do cat-cow here in the tabletop pose. So you can just feel how gravity moves a little bit differently. So palms are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. As you inhale, drop the belly. Take the nose up towards the sky. Squeeze the scapulas together. And then just maybe notice how it feels. The weight will be on the hands because of gravity, but maybe just notice how it feels to intentionally spread the weight along the hands. And then as you exhale, round the chin into chest, belly button comes into the spine. Tops of the feet are on the mat for your cat pose. And this is going to feel a little differently because you are intentionally placing weight onto the hands, onto the palms. All right, find your cow pose on the inhale, dropping the belly, looking on up. Cat pose as you exhale, rounding the back, spreading the scapulas away from the spine. All right, just a few more times. Cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale, and you can continue with this traditional cat cow, but if you're feeling called to making some lateral movements, be welcome to that as well. How about 3 more cycles of breath? Taking whatever movements you need. 2 more. Last breath. Then find yourself in a tabletop pose. Bring the big toes together. Let the knees go wide. And then invite the torso down into a nice child's pose. You can reach the arms forward if you would like, but some of us like to place our forehead on stacked palms or even stacked fist. So you might notice with the head down, it might not feel so comfortable to be in that forward flexion, but you feel better having a little extension in the spine. So please bolster the forehead as necessary. And I want you to come back to your anchoring cycle of breath here, where you felt a little expansion in space on the inhale and release and grounding as you exhaled. One more breath here in this child's pose. And then as you inhale, slowly walk your fingertips towards the knees and come into your rock or hero pose where you're sitting on the heels. Palms are on the thighs. We won't be here very long. Crown of the head reaches up high. If you want, you can tuck under toes too to help support the foot. All right, reach the arms up high towards the sky on the inhale. And then hands come to prayer on the exhale. Arms come up high on the inhale. Find your child's pose on the exhale, folding forward. Shift into your tabletop pose on the inhale. And then release the torso down onto the mat as you exhale. So you're prone onto the mat. All right, let's just take a breath or two here where you can feel the body shift and find some stability. So when you come back to it, you have a little memory. Okay, palms are underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, slowly push yourself up. Think weight of a nickel pushing into the mat if you need to. Elbows are close to the ribs. If you want to, you can always put elbows down instead into a Sphinx pose. All right, I want you to take one more breath. I would like you to take one more breath here, finding the height of your back bend that doesn't feel too deep in the low back, but it feels like a nice gentle heart opening, a nice compression in the low back. Full inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release the head down. Push up into a tabletop pose on the inhale. And then back into your hero pose as you exhale. All right, let's put that together in a flow. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Bring the hands into prayer as you exhale. Reach the arms up high on the inhale. Child's pose as you exhale. Shift forward on the inhale and then lower as you exhale. Your back bend on the inhale. And then release down as you exhale. Push up into a tabletop pose on the inhale. And then your hero pose as you exhale. All right, arms come up high on the inhale. Prayer on the exhale. Arms come up high on the inhale. Child's pose on the exhale. Shift forward on the inhale. Lower your strong body down as you exhale. Find the back bend here on the inhale. And then release down as you exhale. Push yourself up into a tabletop pose on the inhale. And then back into your hero pose as you exhale. Take a breath here. All right, reach your arms up high towards the sky on the inhale. Fold forward, child's pose as you exhale. Shift into your tabletop pose on the inhale. And exhale right here. I want you to extend the right leg behind you on the inhale. Bring the right nose to the knee on the exhale. Right leg comes long on the inhale. Nose to knee on the exhale. Right leg comes long on the inhale. Nose to knee on the exhale. Right leg comes long on the inhale. This time, invite the right foot through to the hand on the exhale. Nice low lunge here. Now, you can adjust the left toe, tuck under the left toes and adjust the left knee if you would like to give yourself some length. All right, you can come up onto fingertips or use blocks if you need to. Really feel the right big toe press into the mat. And then come up onto fingertips if you can. And then reach your strong arms forward and up. Crown of the head reaches high towards the sky, pinkies turned in. If you want a balance challenge, look up at the fingertips. If you want a little length in the front body, lean back. You're here for 3 cycles of breath. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. Root down. One more big breath here. And then meet with palms high. Crown of the head reaches up on the inhale. And then frame the right foot with both hands as you exhale. Right knee comes back to meet left. Tabletop pose. Take a big breath here. And then lower down slowly as you exhale. Back bend of your choice on the inhale. Release down as you exhale. And then push up into your tabletop pose. And then child's pose here. And stay in this child's pose for 3 deep cycles of breath. 2 more. Last breath. And then slowly and carefully bring yourself back into your tabletop pose. All right, as you inhale, bring the left leg long behind you. Knee to nose as you exhale, rounding the back. Left leg comes long on the inhale. Knee to nose as you exhale. Leg comes long on the inhale. Knee to nose as you exhale. Left leg comes long on the inhale. And then step the left foot through to the hands, your low lunge. Yes. Tuck under the left toes and make adjustments with tuck under the right toes, make adjustments with the right knee if you please. And then gently come up onto fingertips. One more breath here, just finding the stability, anchoring down on the left toe, left big toe. All right. As you inhale, reach the fingertips up high towards the sky, turn the pinkies in, allowing the scapulas to come down and away from the ears. Find the nice length here. All right, if you want the balance challenge, look up at the fingertips. If you want the length in the front body, lean back gently. You are here for 3 deep cycles of breath. Two. Last breath. And then meet with hands high, crown the head as high towards the sky on the inhale. And then frame the left foot with both hands on the exhale. Bring the left knee back to meet the right knee in a tabletop pose. Take a big inhale here. And then lower down slowly onto the mat as you exhale. Your version of a back bend on the inhale. Release down as you exhale. Push up into tabletop pose on the inhale. And then child's pose as you exhale. Staying here for 3 deep cycles of breath. Two more. Last one. And then slowly bring yourself back up into a tabletop pose. All right. Take a nice big inhale here. Extend the right leg long behind you. And then step the right foot through to the hands in your low lunge. Tuck under the left toes and lift the left knee here. So now you have a high runner's lunge. Keep the left heel lifted. Come up onto fingertips. All right. The torso can rest comfortably on the right thigh, but don't allow it to dump. You can spin the left heel down if you would like for some stability, but I want you to bring the right arm out to a T. Crown the head is reaching forward. Take the gaze and look out over the right fingers. And then carefully watch the right hand come up high towards the sky. Palm or fingertips can rest comfortably without dumping all the weight onto the left hand. And then take the right arm back just a little bit more, gazes towards the side, and then bring the right arm across the right ear. One more big breath here. And then reach the right arm up high towards the sky. Look back up at right fingertips, giving a little gentle rotation into the neck. And then watch the right palm connect back down to the ground. Guide your left knee down ever so carefully. And then take the bum back towards the left heel. So the right heel is planted, right toes are up. Try to keep the second toe in line with the right knee here. Nice and tall. All right, one more breath here. I need to bring my foot down. All right, as you exhale, fold over your right leg. So some of us are going to feel the nice gentle hamstring stretch here. Others of us, maybe we want to point the right toes forward, like in the beginning. Others of us will want to take our left hand and take a hold of the outside of the right foot. So just gently explore where you're needing length in the back right leg. Two more breaths. Last breath here. And then carefully find yourself coming back into your low lunge. Right knee comes back to meet the left knee in your tabletop pose. Lower down slowly. Find your back bend as you inhale. Release down as you exhale. And then push back into your child's pose for 3 cycles of breath. 2. 1. And then slowly shift forward into your tabletop pose. As you inhale, extend the left leg long behind you. Bring the left foot through to the hands in your low lunge. Tuck under the right toes and lift the right knee, coming into your high runner's lunge. If you want a little stability, go ahead and set the right heel down. Bring the left arm out to a T, and then bring the gaze to look out over the left fingertips. And then just gently watch the left hand come up high towards the sky. Be mindful that you're not dumping all of the weight onto the right palm, that you're letting the feet help anchor you down as well. And then bring the gaze to look directly out to the left side. Open the left arm wide, and then bring the left arm across the left ear. So you can get this nice length. Give yourself one more big cycle of breath. And then bring the left arm up high. For a little extra rotation, look back up at the left fingertips and then watch the left palm connect back down to the ground. Invite the right knee down and then go ahead, bum towards the right heel. Left heel is planted, left toes are high towards the sky. And then just find your stability here in your half split pose. Toes pointed up. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, hinge forward over the left leg. Now it's your choice here to keep the toes up or point the toes forward, giving yourself a little more length. And if you need even more length, go ahead, take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. And then finding some length here for the next 3 cycles of breath. 2, last breath. Then I want you to slowly release. Find your low lunge again on the inhale. Tabletop as you exhale. Big inhale here. Lower down slowly as you exhale. Find your back bend on the inhale. Release down as you exhale. Come up into tabletop pose on the inhale. Child's pose as you exhale. Where you'll stay for 3 deep cycles of breath. 2, last breath. And then as you inhale, walk yourself back up into your hero pose and stay for the exhale. All right, bring the legs out to the side and just sit in a nice easy pose here. Allow the legs to lie in front of each other so the hip bones are square. But if you need a blanket or anything under the knees, please be welcome to that. Okay, take a breath here. Nice strong spine. And then I want you to reach your arms up high towards the sky. Place the right hand behind you, left hand on the right knee, torso still gently forward. And then take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly start rotating over towards the right side. Try not to force anything, just see where the rotation takes you. So with each exhale, explore rotating a little deeper. Maybe taking the gaze out over the right shoulder. And then find your sweet spot here. Nice stability in the sit bones and in the spine. And then take the right arm directly out behind you. Reach the fingertips away. Take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, tip towards the left knee. So you have a little rotation. Now you have a little flexion. The left arm will come up high and then, the right arm will come up high, but then just gently bring the right arm across the right ear. Reach the right fingertips away. Slide the shoulders down and away from the ears. One more big breath here. Sit bones anchored down, reach up on the inhale. Right arm will still come behind to a T on the exhale. Then let the left arm reach out to a T. So you still have this rotation. Palms up. And then rotate the torso back into center. Palms down. Reach the arms up high on the inhale. Down to the side on the exhale. Stay for a breath. Reach the arms up high on your inhale. Left arm comes behind, right hand on left knee. Once again, the torso is just gently forward. Use the exhale to guide the torso towards the left side. And then find where your rotation needs to be on this left side. It may be deeper or not as deep on the right side. Just give yourself a few more breaths exploring this. And then stay in the sweet spot. And then bring the left arm out to a T. As you inhale, draw the crown of the head up high. And then tip towards the right knee as you exhale. Left arm comes high. Reach the left arm up high on the inhale. And then across the left ear on the exhale. So now you get this nice length. All you have to do is anchor in with your sit bones, draw the scapulas down and away from the ears, and expand the torso on the inhale. Anchor in on the exhale. 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last breath. All right, root down in the sit bones, reach up on the inhale, crown of the head comes up high, left arm comes out to a T. And then eventually bring the right arm out to a T. Palms up on the inhale. Come into center as you exhale. Reach the arms up high on the inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. All right, stay in the seated forward fold for 3 more breaths. Maybe you reach the fingertips forward, or maybe you bring the fingertips a little bit closer to the legs. Last breath here. And then slowly walk the fingertips close to the torso, bringing yourself up nice and tall. All right. In your own way, make your way onto your mat face up. So you can extend both legs long, or maybe both feet are flat, knees are up, but then just gently guide the body down. So some of us are just going to lower ourselves down gently. If you want a little more core work, you can always bring the arms out in front of you and lower down. There is no right or wrong to this. And then once you're down on the ground, maybe rock the head from side to side. Feel the heels connect, and just take this moment to readjust the body here. Readjust the torso. You took that moment when you were face down. Take this moment now that you're face up. Beautiful. All right, hug both knees into your chest here. Wrap the arms around the shins if you can, or take a hold of the back of the thighs. And I just want you to rock gently from side to side. And then hands on the knees. Do some pelvic rolls here and just notice how gravity changes things. So push the knees away and then bring them around. Bring them close. And once again, you're thinking weight of a nickel on the knee. You're not forcing anything, but you're guiding the movement. That way you're really allowing this movement to come at the pelvis. And then maybe the next time the knees are in the torso or near the torso, you reverse direction of your circle. And then bring the knees back in. All right, extend the legs up high towards the sky. You can keep the hands behind the knees if you wish, or bring the arms down to the side. Fingertips reach towards the bottom of the mat. If you have any other inversion of your practice, be welcome to it, but know that I will not cue you out of it. And I would like you to bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. Bring the attention towards the tip of the nose. Take that expanding inhale and anchoring on the exhale. Take a nice big inhale in. Bring the knees into the chest as you exhale. If you want, you can give them a squeeze. But then find yourself extending one leg long, followed by the other. Reach your arms up overhead and let them connect to the ground. Give yourself a nice full body stretch, reaching fingers away from the toes on the inhale. Keep the integrity as you exhale. Reach the right fingers away from the right toes on the inhale. Release as you exhale. And then reach the left fingers away from the left toes on the inhale. Release as you exhale. Bring the arms down to the side, palms up. Wave the feet from side to side. Let the toes open up. Bring the attention back towards the tip of the nose. Just take nice, big breaths in. Slow, steady exhales. Welcome to your Shavasana pose. Know that I am minding the time for you, and I will call you back. Take a nice big inhale in through the nose. HA, sigh it out. Inhale in through the nose. HA, sigh it out. Reach your arms up overhead on the inhale. Come onto the right side as you exhale. Just stay for a breath or two, no rush. And then carefully bring yourself up into a seated pose. Allow the hands to rest comfortably back onto the thighs. Think weight of a nickel as you bring yourself up nice and tall. Soft gaze or closed eyes. Just take a few more deep cycles of breath here. Reach your arms up overhead as you inhale. Heart center as you exhale. Arms come up high on the inhale. Heart center as you exhale. Reach the arms up high on the inhale. This time, bring the prayer hands to the third eye as a reminder to have loving thoughts. And then to the lips as a reminder to have loving words. And then to the heart with a soft bow as a reminder to have loving actions towards yourself and towards others. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in you. Thank you so much.